I'm Craig Lee.
I'm
And that's Rob McGee. And this is Real Talk with Rob and Craig. I'm Craig Lee.
I'm Rob McGee.
And this is Real Talk with Rob and Craig on Thursday.
August 8th.
Yep.
8/8.
8/8. So we're going to start with some dad jokes. And I have one of the funniest dad jokes
Oh, I can't wait.
ever.
All right.
Why did the blind...
Well, boy, good presentation
Wow.
there.
Why did the blind man fall into the well?
I don't know.
Because he couldn't see that well.
Couldn't see that well. You know what? I kind of like it. I don't.
But anyway.
Hey, do you know why kids shouldn't go to pirate movies?
Janet, do you know?
Nope.
They're all rated R.
Oy, oy,
Yeah.
Rated R.
We got it.
Something Rob has been talking about for 2 years now. The date your rate, buy your home. Is that what?
It date the rate, marry the house.
Marry the house.
Yeah.
Okay. And I just saw one of the dealerships in this area, and I'll say GM is saying that exact thing.
Yeah.
And so Rob's big brain started a little bit early, and they're saying exactly what we've been.
There's
really
marry the car,
Yeah.
date the rate, and when rates drop, you refinance. You can refinance your car just like you can refinance a house.
But as rates drop, and if you haven't bought yet, what are those prices gonna do?
So, as soon as rates drop, prices of everything is going to go up. Why? Because you're going to have more competition. Right now, if you buy a home, you're one of very few people that are making bids on those homes because so many people are waiting for rates to drop. So all those people are going to rush into the market. You're going to be competing with all of them. That's going to cause prices to go higher. There's going to be bidding wars. And yes, your interest rate will be lower, but the price you're paying is going to be higher. Will it offset the savings in the rate? Probably not. I think it's a much better idea. Take advantage of lower prices. Buy the home right now. Next year, we'll help you refinance into a lower rate and you drop your payment. And you bought the house for $50,000 less than you would have if you waited.
So all I was going to say is,
I went on a little long.
yeah,
there, so.
as rates drop, prices go up. But the other thing that's nice about that is equity goes up. So if you buy, and I have an example here of a $625,000 home, you put 20% down, which, this is just the old way of thinking, but you could. Then you got a $500,000 loan at 7%. Your payments are going to be $3326.51.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to increase your payment, see, this is where the higher interest rates really makes a huge difference. If you wanted to increase your payments and just by $300, so basically what you're doing is you're taking all your payment times 13 divided by 12,
Mm-hmm.
and you will pay that home off 74 months sooner.
Wow.
So at the $3326, that's $241,000. That's huge. Well, and I love that Rob went on for 2 hours about that. But my whole thing,
I got excited.
Yeah, sure. As rates do drop, and you've already bought that house, the equity's going to go up. It's going to put you in a lower loan to value unless you wanted to pull some cash out for whatever reason. But you're in control of that. It's so smart to buy now
really
and refinance. As you're looking, you're seeing people dropping their prices to sell it. We just had it. One of your agents drop it with $20,000. Got a $20,000 deal, and man, it's just a great opportunity.
Take advantage of that. And Craig is really good at seeing all of the options. When you refinance your home when rates drop, the point he's making, you have tons of options. Yes, you can take a lower monthly payment and have less going out every single month, or you can do like what Craig is suggesting. Keep your payment the same, reduce the term of your loan, and that's going to save you probably tenfold over what just taking the monthly payment would be.
You're not keeping your payment the same.
Well, I'm saying if you do, then all that You keep your payment where it is now.
You pay it
And
that
then-
you're
and then
paying
you
now.
lower
When
the
you
interest
drop
rate,
the rate.
keep the payment the
Sure.
same, and you save all
Sure.
those months. Yeah, and you're really good at looking at all those options. I'm kind of a simpleton, so I'm always like, hey, how'd you like to save $250 a month? You know, I would like to do that, but there are other options too that Craig is great at identifying. Your overall savings might be much higher if you don't take the $250 a month. Instead, shave 6 years off your term or whatever it is.
Yeah, it was. Wow. I know.
There's just always another way to look at it.
There is.
Yeah.
Having
Options is a good thing.
You know who else looked at things differently?
Who?
Marty Feldman. Do you know who that is? From what was it?
Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah, I was going to say Young Frankenstein.
Marty Feldman was hilarious.
Very funny.
I don't know why I got it, but as you were saying, anyway, I get off. So what else, buddy?
One of the things I wanted to talk about, Craig's talking about refinance opportunities coming up in the future. We're cautioning you, if you're thinking about buying a home, buy it now before the market goes up, because let me tell you what happened last week. On Friday, the jobs numbers came in worse than anticipated. The bond market viewed that as a sign that it's a chink in the armor. The Fed has kept, as you all know if you watch our show, the Fed has kept the rate solid high. And everybody's been waiting for them to drop it. They said at the start of the year they were going to drop it 3 times, and it turned out to be a lie. They've not dropped it once, and here we are in August, the 8th month of the year, no drops. But the experts now are saying, with this new jobs data and the continuing slight, slow decrease in inflation numbers, the Fed is going to have no choice but to drop rates in September, their rate. Now, yeah.
So he started that. You started that by saying the Feds lied to us.
Yeah.
Because they said what they were going to say.
Correct.
Then you end it with, but the professionals or whatever word you used.
Yeah. The experts.
The
market
experts.
Yeah.
Which, you know who's a market expert? Really?
Who?
No one.
They're all taking their best guess.
Yeah,
and they've been wrong all year because
that's
they
my whole
believe
point.
they believe the Fed too. But economists now are saying,
They were saying it before too.
I know. Yeah, but the numbers are lining up. So and listen, I'll tell you right now, if this doesn't happen in September, I'm going to be guilty again of looking for the positive. We've been wanting a rate drop for you. It's going to make it easier to qualify, make your payment better. Rate drops are going to help the entire economy, help everybody who wants to buy a home, everybody who bought a home and wants to refinance. It's full of good news. And so we want that. And so I am looking, I can't help but look for that possibility. But now a lot of economists, including conservative ones, are saying the Fed has no
choice.
No choice. And in fact, Craig, members of Congress spoke out and said the Fed has waited too long. And now they think they have given away the soft landing that everybody was expecting. We could head into a recession. Now, is a recession a good thing?
You will. I listened to Steve Forbes yesterday, and he says we are headed to a recession.
Yeah.
And he based it on going back to 1929. I mean, he was.
That's
a
lot of data.
Yeah, and so I mean that guy's pretty smart.
Yeah, he is.
But you know what? They're going to do what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And
we can't control it.
No.
All we can do is make our best guess, just like the experts, interpreting data and telling you what we think is going to happen. But always know, we never know. We never know. The guys who get paid to do nothing but analyze data, they don't really know. They're making their best guess as well. But if rates do fall, we could finally start to see some relief and what everybody's been waiting for. But again, I'm going to go back to that caution. If that happens, you're going to be in more competition for those homes. So if you're thinking of buying a home, buy it now, refinance it later, take advantage of the lower price. And to Craig's point, take advantage of the tax write-off sooner. Take advantage of your equity growth sooner. Start getting all the advantages of home ownership. Don't sit there waiting for everything to be perfect. Don't do it.
It's not going to be perfect. You know what? He makes a great point, and everybody wants rates to drop. Everybody does, except the people that are not doing it.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's because it doesn't directly affect them the way it does
The average consumer.
Yeah. And so that's too bad. What else is going on, buddy?
Well, that was the key thing that I wanted to talk about. It was key. Don't forget, folks, when it comes to housing, we are coming into the end of summer. These are the busier months.
Wait. So August is the end of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's coming, Craig. It's coming.
Did you know that, Janet? Janet's shaking her head.
She's shaking her head no. I'm glad I was able to illuminate you.
Thanks for letting us know.
Summer is not all year. It's going to end.
But what about in like Mexico and?
I was going to say.
Even there, the season of summer is finite. So, and the only reason that's important if you're looking at buying a house is the summer months tend to be busier months in the housing market. Then we head into a slower time where some people who want to sell their house, they hold it back. They wait for spring to come around.
So just wait.
Yeah, just a little something to keep in mind.
You ever notice that a lot of commentators, they're just telling you the obvious, or sports announcers or whatever. Sports announcers are even better because what they tell you is what just happened. I mean, it drives me nuts sometimes. Hey, did you see that? Yeah, I did. I'm watching it on TV.
He caught that ball.
Yeah. It's crazy. Hey, Rob, you've got a gray and black and
it's a
multicolored
Harley Davidson shirt.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tara.
But you have this short sleeve shirt on.
I'm wearing this. Yeah, because it's still summer.
Yeah.
I saw a comedian one time. He was making fun of John Madden, who I thought was a great sportscaster. He's always fun to watch.
John Madden was.
But even John Madden had trouble coming up with stuff to talk about one time. And he said one of the most blatantly obvious things where you just know he's trying to come up with something to say. He was talking about some of the players were wearing contact lenses. And his comment was, you know, those contact lenses, they really help these guys see better.
So we've been watching a new comedian, Rob and I. If you haven't watched Tires on, and Janet's giving me the look, it's Tires.
Janet doesn't like it.
It's on
we
Netflix.
Think it's hilarious.
It is so funny. If you ever wanted to see a show how Rob and I have been over the last 30 plus years, it's pretty close to it. But in this, one of the guys does a Trump impression.
Spot on.
And Rob did a little bit.
No,
of it.
I don't.
Come on, just try a tiny little bit.
Well, what he said was, his example was, if you're impersonating Trump, he said what you need to do is describe yourself describing something. And so then he does this bit. He's like, "Wow, this is a big room. I walked in here. I said, wow, this is a big room."
That's pretty good.
I don't do Donald Trump, but he's funny, and he does him perfect.
It's Shane Gillis who we're talking about. Yeah. And it's, by the way, he's got a Netflix show called Beautiful Dogs.
Yeah, I've not seen it.
And it's funny. It's a stand-up comedian. It's not for everybody, but he's funny. So
it's funny to a couple of idiots like us. So if you're a couple of idiots like us, you might like that show, Tires.
It is funny.
It gets our thumbs up.
By the way, it's so funny that Netflix picked it up for a second season.
That's right.
So
we're not the only ones like it.
We're not the only idiots.
If you don't like it, don't blame just us.
Don't blame us. Why are you blaming us? All right.
That's all I got.
That's all we have. Janet, you got anything?
Nope.
I'm Craig Lee.
I'm Rob McGee.
That's Janet Roberts, and this is Real Talk, Rob, Craig, and Janet.